Hey Genesis Church, yesterday Pastor Bob continued us in on our series 7, going through the 7 churches in Revelation. And yesterday we were talking about the church in Ephesus. And one of the primary issues that Pastor Bob addressed that Jesus brings up to the church in Ephesus is the issue of them forgetting their first love, making their relationship with the Lord a priority. One of the primary verses, the key verses within our mission and vision at Genesis is Luke 10:27, which is to love the Lord with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your strength, and with all your mind. And what's interesting is you look at each of those elements and they incorporate every aspect of life. The Greek word for heart, or cardia, means your feelings, so your emotions, so that you have a emotive relationship with the Lord. With all of your soul actually means your eternal soul or your spirit. So the fact that we have the Holy Spirit to intercede on our behalf, to bring us into a right relationship with the Lord. So we can't love the Lord without the Holy Spirit, without, that immortal soul, that spirit interceding on our behalf. To love him with all our strength, and that Greek word used there actually can be translated as ability. So there needs to be physical action in your love for the Lord and your relationship with the Lord. And then that last thing, your mind, your deep thought, your wisdom, your processing. So every factor, every aspect of life, every aspect of who we are as people should be wrapped up in how we love God. Now, here's what's interesting about this verse. It's actually a quote from Deuteronomy 6, and it's called the Shema. And this verse, this idea, it says, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one." And then it has that line, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, with all your strength." And then it goes on to say, you're going to bind this as something between your eyes, on the backs of your hands. You're going to teach this wherever you go. The Jews had a mindset where this was their top priority. This was the thing fixed between their eyes. This was the things that guided their hands. This was the thing that they were supposed to talk about when they got up in the morning, when they went down for bed, walking, by the way, teaching to their children at all times. This was the top priority. So guys, loving God, it needs to be our top priority. That was one of the downfalls of the church in Ephesus that Jesus kind of speaks against in Revelation. But also it needs to be our top priority because it's supposed to encompass all of who we are. Our thoughts and our emotions, our soul, and the physical things we actually do. So guys, it's not enough to just love God and say, "Oh yeah, I love God, I know about him." It's not enough to just say, "Oh, well, I feel good when I'm in church." It's not enough to just serve people, but they all have to work together. You have to think pure thoughts, as Paul quotes in Philippians, to meditate on what is pure, what is holy. You have to have those emotions that you are sorrowful over your sin, but yet you have the joy of the Lord within you. That you actually serve and love people, because Jesus even says the second, just as great as the first, to love your neighbor as yourself. So you have to act on that love. And we have to have the Holy Spirit inside of us interceding on our behalf. So guys, loving God, making him a top priority, because it's supposed to encompass all of who we are. So don't miss it. Take a time to self-evaluate. Say, hey, is there an area of how I'm loving God that I'm missing? Am I not thinking on him, meditating on his word? Do I not have the emotion behind it? Do I not have any sorrow over my sin? Do I not have that joy of the Lord in my heart? Have I entered into a relationship with Jesus? Have I welcomed the Holy Spirit into me? And am I serving? Are my physical actions lining up with my love for God? So take some time to self-evaluate, to figure out, hey, have I lost that true love, that passion, that first love that I should have? So guys, be challenged, but yet be encouraged. And I hope as you continue on this reading plan, you watch these grounded videos, that you're encouraged, that you're challenged, and we look forward to seeing you this coming Sunday. Have a great rest of the week.